The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
In the walkway, a poop.
The womb nuke.
See a picture I do of me naked? I'll show you a picture of me naked, you'll love it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. I'm your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, a.k.a. Scooter McFuck. And alongside me, I have two excellent stand-up comedians. First, he is the best DEI hire, waving his pride flag, and he will put your wiener in his mouth. Please welcome back Mr. JP! Yep. Here it comes. All right, that's good. Hey, by the way, we are no longer being... monetized on YouTube for a second reason.
Oh, another reason not to be monetized because of that song?
Because of that song.
But you know what? Fuck them. I'm keeping the song.
Kiss my ass.
Do they just like hit you up from down there? Oh, and another fucking reason.
How does that work? By the way, just in case you ever thought there was a chance that we would let you get monetized,
no.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they're basically just like, go fuck yourself. Like sometimes
Please
it'll say,
get off our platform.
Sometimes it'll say sharing, and then it'll be like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what happens.
That's like being in a fight with your wife, and you've already conceded you're right, I'm wrong, but she has other shit she wants to bring up on that topic,
exactly.
and she just can't. And so
can't
it's like, one more thing. Hang on, you know what else you fucking do?
Again,
It's like, yeah, I'm wrong.
but most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, he is the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year award winner. Please welcome back Mr. Jeremy Joseph. That was weak as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Joseph.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you? Get up! Get up, you motherfuckers!
That's much
You
better.
ungrateful cocksuckers! Oh
I'm
boy,
a
it sure is
grateful
great to be
cocksucker.
here. Yeah, it's a Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. I'm breaking one of His sacred commandments. I'm condemning my soul to hell. But hey, come Wednesday, people need their laughs, right?
That's right.
Yes.
So worth it.
Yeah, it is Sunday, but it also, most importantly, is Father's Day. Happy Father's
Yeah.
Day. And there's only one of us here who's a dad. JP.
Yep. You guys
Well, Daddy.
fooled you.
Daddy. Yeah, Daddy with a
Happy
Y.
Daddy's Day to me.
That's right. Gross. That's absolutely no, seriously, Jeremy Joseph, happy Father's Day, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've already heard from my son. I don't need to hear it from you.
Okay.
No matter how much you try to convince me, no, I will not be your dad. I will not adopt you.
Damn.
No, I'm just making sure that everybody else called their dads today and wish them happy Father's Day.
They won't hear this till Wednesday.
My dad will never hear this.
No, he will.
No, he won't.
He's up there,
He's
man.
yeah, well,
He's up there.
maybe.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not.
I am.
I didn't know your dad. He might have not been a good person.
And let me tell you, he is looking down
He's
on
my
you.
dad, so he couldn't have been too great a person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Certainly not a good dad.
Absolutely.
No.
Look how he raised you. He's looking down on you, my
Probably.
friend. Like, really.
Probably.
You're not going to heaven.
Oh,
Turned you to a life
it's because of the
sin.
sodomy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
100%.
damn. I've only done it like a couple hundred times.
100. I'm shocked.
I could
Actually, as it
repent.
turns out, no tax evasion.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, sodomy,
that too.
turns out that's not that bad.
Yeah.
But statute of limitations apparently said fuck off to that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good deal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. This is a comedy podcast where we like to make very inappropriate jokes and use foul language and offend people that have very thin skin. So if that's you, you're in the wrong place. Get the fuck out of here. Turn this off and tell your friends who are way cooler than you. That's all that matters. But yeah, we have an excellent episode for you guys today. We're going to move right along. We've got hot topics, right?
That was perfect.
Hot topics.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no.
Do it one more time.
Hot topics.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, he went downhill. Second time was the best. Should have stopped there. Kind of like Empire Strikes Back.
Right. Yeah, we got that. We got overrated or underrated. That's where I draw the line. Questions that
Got deported because they're gang members.
That's right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I can't say preguntas anymore.
Rightfully so. And then we have some bad advice from Jeremy.
Dude, speaking of preguntas,
What's up?
One of the girls that works for me.
It's like that's not questions in Spanish.
She's preguntas.
Is she?
Yeah, very preguntas. And
Do you
yesterday
call her
was
Brunswick because she looks like a bowling ball?
yesterday. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Yesterday was her last day before she gets induced today, I believe.
Oh God.
But so
Happy Father's Day to the guy that fucked her.
Friday night, the other bartender comes and grabs me, and she's like, "Come on, you got to come with me to the bar," and just like runs off. And I'm like, "Well, fuck." So I go running over there, and Christina is just standing in a pool of water, and she goes, "My water just broke," and I was like, do I need to call an ambulance? What do I need to do?
Are you sure? Maybe she just pissed herself.
Dropped a glass.
Yeah, she could have.
They were fucking with me. They poured water on the floor
See?
on purpose.
See? Told you.
Fucking with me.
That's why anytime a woman says her water broke, you've got to taste it.
Yeah.
You've got to put your finger in there and,
What's it taste like, baby? Like, that's
not
weird.
water.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
will be a distinct difference
Okay.
between that flavorless refreshment that you get from water and then, from
just piss,
amniotic
man.
fluid. And that's, I'm going to say it's tangier.
Man, I'm sorry I even brought this up.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what you get.
It's like, you remember
I
when
apologize.
Doritos used to make
Here we
regular corn chips, and then they got all the different flavors.
Uh-huh.
That fluid is like the Cool Ranch.
The Cool Ranch
of
of fluids.
They're all water based, just like Doritos are all corn chip based.
right. 100%.
I mean, I see the connection there.
So is that fluid that comes out of whenever.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic.
But we also have the draft, and as always, we wrap things up with a shitty situation. But before we do that, we like to kick the episode off with what's happened to us over the last couple of weeks for Jeremy and week for JP and myself. But we always kick this off with Mr. JP.
Well,
Can I guess?
yeah, man, you can guess
I'm going to say you worked a lot.
a lot.
You smoked a little bit of pot. Not as much as normal.
Not even close, which is really, dude. I paid my dude yesterday, and it was like less than half what I normally owe him.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, not smoking, being at work more and not smoking,
Yeah.
like it's crazy how much money I'm saving.
It's amazing. Like, you look good. You don't.
Thank you,
You
dude.
don't look as gay, and so that's good. Maybe that was it all along.
Well, you look more gay. So one of us is regressing, and the other one,
we're switching powers.
Yeah.
We're playing Parent Trap with each other.
Yeah, dude. If I ever start craving pussy, I'm gonna be pissed. That is not gonna be cool. Okay, so
man.
you got that. I did smoke plenty.
I'm guessing you bowled a little bit naturally working in a bowling alley.
I bowled one day.
Playing video
You
games.
charge yourself
Yes,
bowl lane fees?
absolutely. I do.
100%. He needs
Okay.
numbers to
But
be
I
shown
work.
to go.
I also work it out with myself with sexual favors.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it turns out it's a win-win.
That's disgusting. And then
Oh, I can't afford it today. Is there anything I can do? You could suck my dick. Okay. Somebody come over here and hold my ankles.
gross. That's disgusting. I'm guessing you also played some video games.
I did.
And then you, just
Frogger?
look. Yeah, Frogger.
Since you were at the bowling alley?
100%.
Nice. And then you enjoyed your slightly newer car.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did
How
enjoy
dirty
it.
is that motherfucker now?
Not.
Are you still not smoking in
Not
it?
smoking in it.
You are such an awesome dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Why
awesome.
are you telling him what his week was?
I'm just guessing.
Oh, he's very right.
I'm just saying.
There's like one more thing I think. Hold on.
Well, it turns out, JP, we didn't need you, so you're excused.
So there are definitely people that legitimately are completely okay with living a life of repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where JP comes into this particular equation.
I don't know about that. It's just I don't have I have especially now I have limited time, and I enjoy the guy that I play video games with. He's one of my best friends.
Bill?
Yeah,
He's been a
great dude.
Yeah.
Great dude. Fun, really fun to hang out with and
Yep.
talk shit back and forth while we're playing.
Yep.
And then really I'll go play poker with some friends on the weekends if I got time.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
did
at least-
play poker this week too? That's what you missed.
yeah. I was done. But
Are
that
you
was
in
my
the
guess.
same room with this gentleman while playing
Yes.
video games? So it's not just an online thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I want to see you get out there, be amongst the people.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
dude.
to.
That's pretty much why I go there, so that I'm not just fucking sitting at home.
Well, that's good.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
then he's the only one who gets to buy the games
Because I'm
too.
gay and nobody wants to hang out with me.
That's bullshit. That means nothing. I just give you shit about it.
Well, that means everything.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Really?
I don't care about your sexual preference. I have what's those locking underwear thing? That's what I got.
You have those?
Yeah, I have those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
ain't
know.
getting in.
But dude,
My wife has the key.
I ordered a lockpick kit
Oh, really?
for you for Father's Day.
No, it's an unpickable lock. It's my wife is the only one that has a key, and she won't ever fucking let me out of those goddamn things.
I don't blame her.
You know,
Right.
before they took it off,
Where is this going?
Craigslist really showed that you don't have to be alone as a gay man. There's a lot of gay dudes out there.
Yeah.
Or just, I don't even know
But
if they're
have
gay,
you
just
met
dudes
'em?
looking for yeah, gay people are
Right.
intolerable, especially this month.
Agreed.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's American Pride
it's
Month.
so right. He's so right. That's the problem.
What's that? Oh, like
I
right
want
now?
to fuck a dude,
Okay.
and there are no more.
There are
I'm-
two.
Where have all
They're
the good guys
extinct.
gone?
I know a comedian
They're
one.
extinct.
I know a comedian one.
Who?
I've actually asked him to be on the show, but he lives up in New York.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
He won't make the drive. I have to drive from fucking Derby.
I was like, wait a minute.
But he won't
Yeah.
come from New York. What a
Yeah,
prick.
dude.
No, big burly dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm into. Big burly dudes.
You never know. But like,
I know.
Like
you do know.
Like cool
dude,
fucking
come
dude.
on.
Cool
You think
fucking
I'm into
dude.
big burly dudes?
Dude's-
How long have we known each other, dude?
Dude looks like a straight up gay fat electrician. Like, not even joking. Not even
Jeremy,
joking.
we have known
But
each
he's-
other long
I
enough
mean,
to know.
he's-
Am
yeah.
I going to be
How
into
do-
some big burly dude?
Yeah.
I don't know. What I would think.
You've seen people that I've been with.
Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I know
that's
you
right.
don't pay
He-
attention, but
Well,
Probably.
how old is this big burly dude?
that machine.
if
Now
he's-
we're getting somewhere.
He's younger than you.
Oh, he's younger than me.
yeah, but not-
So is everyone else.
Not by, well, duh. That's what I'm saying. You,
Right.
you gays don't have a very long life expectancy.
No. I have been put on a shelf for the last 5 years.
AIDS starts coming into play around
Dude,
40.
dude.
I'm telling you.
Go to a gay bar at 7:00 on a Saturday night, and you will see there's a lot of older queens. Lots of them.
I've never been. Don't want to go.
I've performed
I
stand-up.
don't want to. Oh, have you at that time? Oh, that's
Yes,
fun.
that's why.
That's fun.
Yeah, they're actually a great comedy audience. They actually are.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they
Because
probably
our
are.
whole lives are fucking comedy.
Well, you
There's
support the fucking performing arts.
yeah, damn Skippy.
There's another comedian. Now, granted, he's very flamboyant, but I freaking love his shit. It's Mateo Lane, I think. Do you know who
Oh,
I
yeah.
am? I fucking love him. He's
Yeah.
great. He's
What
fantastic.
about Ant?
What? Oh, gay Ant?
Just Ant.
No.
He doesn't go by gay Ant.
Yeah.
Just
What
Ant.
the fuck?
Yes, I know.
Oh, you mean gay Ant?
I know Ant.
Yeah,
Yes,
what the
I like-
fuck?
I like
There
Ant.
is no one else
He's
named
a
that.
terrible comedian,
that
but he's
goes by.
really, really gay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay.
then Mario Cantone, of
Oh,
course.
yes, Mario Cantone. I'm just going to hit these guys up and
Was-
see if they want to.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer. That's another one.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
not
He's just a
gay.
bear.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he'd probably snuggle with
I'm
me.
sure he probably.
I bet he would.
probably wouldn't take much to get convinced. I'm
Probably
sure.
not.
You know,
Probably not.
Him and Ari.
I'd snuggle with him.
Shane Gillis, maybe.
Shane Gillis, I don't think so, man.
No?
No.
Okay.
Shane seems like a cool dude, but I don't think he's cool enough for snuggles.
fair.
You know?
That's fair.
Bert Kreischer, I think he'd welcome it.
I think he'd play gay chicken better than most people.
Yeah, he might win. There's not a whole. I mean, there's only so far I'm going.
Oh, yeah. I think Bert would let you put the tip in if it meant he got
if it means he won. I don't even think he cares what he wins.
Yeah. Yeah, there doesn't need to be a
He
prize.
just so that he
just
won.
wants to win.
Yeah, especially during Pride Month. We should get this set
Yeah.
up soon.
100%.
Bert Kreischer,
What's
if you're
Bert got
listening,
going on?
I don't know. But
That's
there
an
was-
probably
easy
not
get,
doing-
I'm
yeah.
sure.
he and Tom was doing their podcast one time, and they decided to go out and buy vibrating butt plug dildos, and so they go off into the bathroom and they say that they put it up there.
See, these are the kind of things we need to be doing more of.
Tom just had it sitting underneath his nuts, but no Bert straight up put it in his ass. So yeah, you know he's totally down. He'd be all right. He'd be right up there for you. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right. Anything else you did over the last couple of week that you remembered from last episode, or anything that's fun?
Nope. Played poker.
Played poker. How'd you do?
Good and bad. I
and
did
bad?
bad, and then I went and played. I played a tournament at a buddy that I bowl with, his house.
Yeah.
He has a monthly tournament, and then at the end of the year, whoever's the top however many points,
Sure.
and they get to play another tournament. Anywho, I lost.
Yeah.
And then I went and played cards with another buddy in Park City, and I won all the money I lost back. So
Good deal.
it worked out.
That works. All right.
That's all.
Well, good for you.
Yep. Carrying on. Moving on.
I'll move on.
Moving on.
I was showing Jeremy earlier. I got a new slide for my Hellcat, my conceal and carry. Yeah, it was actually a lot more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was. But yeah, my conceal and carry gun that I always have on me. I don't do good with iron sights at all. I just don't. I just don't do them very well. So I always wanted to have like a red dot for my.
Have you tried standing on a step stool?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
No. No.
I actually refer to my Volvo as a Hellcat.
Nice.
Car guys don't like me at all for that.
No.
I don't know why.
All-wheel drive, twin, or just single turbo, right?
Yeah, just single. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Fuck yeah. There's only 5 cylinders. If I had 6,
If I had 6, I'd need the twin. That's 3 cylinders of
Fair
turbo.
enough. But no, it was a long, huge deal. But from the manufacturer, one of the screw holes that go in to hold down the red dot was stripped out. And so I could either get my brother to send it in because the gun's not registered under me. Fun fact. Or I could just buy an aftermarket one. I ended up buying an aftermarket one, and now it's all fixed. Now it looks all cool. It's fancy.
You really got screwed on that.
Probably.
That is such an easy fix.
I'm sure. I know, but I didn't. I was going to get one new one anyway.
That for you. You just retap the hole.
I know. I didn't.
I know about tapping holes.
Sure do.
Yeah. Talking about fucking guys.
He sets it up and he takes it down.
Absolutely. Just knocks it
Jeremy
right out.
Joseph, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the spare king.
I also played cards. I didn't invite you because I didn't want to lose.
What's up with that?
Well, because it wasn't poker, but
what was it?
It's a game called 5 Crowns. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
I don't want to go into the fucking rules of the game, but it's basically gin rummy with a much larger deck. So it's regular playing cards, diamonds, clubs, spades.
Yeah, we
get it.
But the number
You could have just stopped at regular playing cards.
Okay, fine. But the number of fucking
would've
cards.
got it, totally.
There's no 2s.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then they're not regular playing cards.
Yeah.
Regular playing cards have 2s.
You get
So what suits were there?
Yeah.
all of them.
Which
If there's
ones?
no 2s, what
There's
suit?
even stars.
There were stars.
Yeah, there's
Were
5
you
suits.
eating Lucky Charms?
Purple Mountains, Majesty, and all that.
No, don't
It's
you
4th of
dare.
July poker.
Yeah, exactly. It's gin rummy with 5 suits.
You should have just said that at the beginning.
I should have.
We would have saved like 2 minutes.
But the first round you get 3 cards. Next you get 4. Next you get 5.
I stopped carrying a long time
Here's
ago.
the deal. This is why you would absolutely rule at this game, because
Because
however
at
many
the
cards,
end, if you want to win, you have to stand up and pull your dick out.
however many cards you are, that's what card is wild. So if you have 4 cards, you get the 4s are wild, and they have jokers in there too. So the number
How
of
do you get
outs,
Joker amount of cards?
you don't.
Right. So the Joker just never plays.
Whatever. You would rule at this game because your way that you think about how many outs that you have is now exponentially increased. And so when you're going around the circle and you're on several draws that you could go certain ways to go out, I think you would just absolutely dominate.
Well, too bad I wasn't invited.
I don't think you know what exponentially means, but okay.
Fur, sure. Whatever. Fur? Did I say fur? I said fur.
You said fur.
For sure is what I meant to say.
Yeah, we're in the Midwest. I'm going to start inviting people over to my house for solitaire.
Please do.
I'm just going to make them
Dude.
stand around and watch me
Figuratively and sexually.
Yeah.
Right.
And anytime
100%.
somebody starts
That's my
talking,
kink.
whenever somebody starts talking, I'm just going to be like, shh, I need to concentrate. Nobody can talk.
I'm
Nobody.
trying to make a move here.
Well, could we get our own deck? No, I only got this one.
As long as whenever you win, you're able to make all of the like piles make bouncing like magic trick thingy. You know what I mean?
Well, I can throw them around.
That's what I
suck
mean.
at trying to work the deck,
Okay, that's fine.
but I can just throw cards, and then that's what everybody else is there for. Pick them up, shuffle them, so that I can play the next game.
Nice. Okay, it's a nice solitaire party.
Well,
sure is.
I definitely need to come over because I work at deck like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he bottom deals. That's how
Yes,
I win.
I do.
He makes sure that I win against Derek.
Correct.
His mom found that out the hard way.
That's right.
Correct.
His dad knows for sure though now.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
He's dead now.
Again, looking down
Looking
on
up.
you. And then the last thing, I didn't know. I thought this was a fucking chick show for the longest time. But
What's that?
have you guys ever seen New Girl?
Yeah, it's a great fucking show.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was going to be girly because it's called New Girl. Mm-hmm. It is not. It shouldn't be called New Girl. It should be called 3 awesome guy roommates trying to put up with a girl roommate. That's basically what it is.
That's
And
an
it's
awfully long title.
That is
fantastic. I
That's
get
real
it.
wordy. That's
New
probably
Girl
why they went
probably-
with New Girl.
That was probably the original title.
Yes.
And in fact, that should be a question somebody writes in next week. Rejected names for New Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
And if that's not your answer, you're cheating.
But it is a fantastic show. It is my sense of humor. I laugh hysterically.
Knock jokes and shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
But it is
Why?
great.
Get to the other side.
Me and
Sorry,
my...
I should have waited till you got a
time.
drink.
Every
Aw,
fucking time.
damn it.
What if it doesn't have a head, Maurice? I can't do that voice. But no, it's
Well, thanks for trying.
yeah,
though.
I tried. But no,
What are you talking about now?
He doesn't know.
Madagascar, the fucking lemurs.
Never seen.
Maurice. But yeah, it's a fantastic show. Me and my wife are watching it. She's already seen it.
Madagascar?
But no, New Girl. Where the fuck are you, man?
Well, you just said it.
Yeah.
You said Madagascar.
You wanna
said
put me in
it's
a bad
great
mood?
fucking show.
Dude,
do you want to put me in a bad mood?
I give a fuck what kind of mood you're in.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Fine, man.
We had to come all the way
Dude,
here.
Yeah. You want to do this?
try. Yeah, you want. Let's see who breaks first.
Can I go home?
You should. You should fucking just take your headphones off
right.
and go now.
But other than that, I just got to hang out with my brother and my niece and stuff like that with my wife. That was pretty much my entire week. I tried to stretch it out as long as I possibly could, but nobody cares, and that's the whole point. But anyways, Jeremy Joseph, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, that was all you?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I just tried.
Okay. I really didn't do a whole lot. At least not stuff I can talk about.
All right.
Still working a fuck ton of overtime. Let's see. My niece and her husband, I guess technically, my nephew-in-law? Is that what he would be?
For sure.
Yeah.
I guess I can just call him my nephew.
You should be, yeah.
They
I think
came out
it's
to
nephew
visit.
by marriage.
Them and my folks came into town and we had dinner. And so that was nice. Had real good barbecue. I mean, not McRib good, but
Oh, God.
pretty fucking good. Let's see. Last week, my wife took me to see Mission Impossible. We celebrated Father's Day early. We went and saw Mission Impossible, so we went and saw the movie she wanted to see. That's how we celebrated Father's Day. Then we went to Saltgrass Steakhouse after that. I guess that was my portion of it.
How is that? As far as Saltgrass Steakhouse goes?
Saltgrass is not what it used to be.
Okay.
I'll be very honest with you on that. They have reduced their portion size. Quality has gone down, especially post-COVID, but it's still pretty fucking good.
Okay.
It's kind of a once-a-year thing because it is fairly expensive, especially for no more than you get.
Okay.
But Mission Impossible, on the other hand, is
Worth the money? Oh, no.
it's
Weird.
okay.
Is this like the 13th one?
Something
Eighth.
I think
It's crazy.
Tom Cruise is obviously he's incredible with doing his own stunts and all that. But when the movie is so fucking stunt heavy that it takes away from the plot, because you could tell there's very little story and just a whole bunch of fucking stunt, and it gets old after a while.
You got to have the right story to stunt ratio.
Right?
And this didn't have it.
It did not even close. I'm going to say 45 stunts to one line of dialogue,
Wow.
something like that.
That sounds
Depends on the stunts, but that doesn't sound great.
action-packed, man.
I've seen some movies like that.
Is this the one where Tom Cruise drives a motorcycle off a ramp off of a cliff?
No, that was the previous one. This is the
Okay.
one where he's in his socks singing old time rock and roll.
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's a hell of a stunt. Surprised he
That
didn't
is
It sure
fall.
is.
Oh,
He
the
slid
stunt.
on those hardwood floors.
Jesus.
That's back before hardwood floors were popular,
Right.
too.
Dangerous as well. You could slip and hit the back of your head.
Real wood, too. You might get a
Absolute.
splinter.
Wearing sunglasses inside at night.
Jesus.
Jesus.
My God.
He doesn't know where the fuck he's going. That fucking guy.
He's just pushing around his nuts in a wheelbarrow.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
You think his balls are that big?
No, he's a Scientologist.
He probably doesn't have them anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. They don't allow wheelbarrows.
No.
Correct.
That's actually the big thing about
That's- yes.
Scientology. That's why I won't join.
You have to have two wheels. Otherwise, they don't accept it.
Yeah.
It's cart or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 to 4 wheels. They don't even odd number wheels.
They don't even allow lawnmowers, I heard.
No, you can't try. You try to bring a tricycle in there. Oh my God, they'll shoot you. They will straight shoot you. Yeah, it's
Yeah, this
got to
isn't
be an
fucking
even number
Dr.
of wheels.
Seuss.
It's
Land,
like
you
pigs
dick.
to Muslims.
Correct.
That's incredible. It's
100%.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So there's that.
Why you got to throw that in?
I don't know. I was reaching.
Like Jack Reacher, speaking of Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, not once.
Also, my nickname in high school.
Not once in that movie does he reach, around or otherwise.
Right? No.
It's very poorly named.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I also have a recommendation or a lack of recommendation to make people. If you're looking for a riding lawnmower, do not buy a fucking John Deere.
Nothing
why?
runs like a deer, bro.
Well, that used to be the case back when John Deere actually made John Deere mowers.
No.
But now they're being made by like that company that makes Troy Built and shit.
Oh.
And they just stamp the fucking name on there.
You
Even the
gotta get
motor,
you-
I
you
thought.
gotta get you a nice Husqvarna.
Yeah, I do. That's made by the same company too, actually. MTD, I believe, is the name of that company. Nice. But no, I've had that. I got that, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
It wasn't very long. I remember when you got it because it was a big deal whenever you came on the show.
Right. And since then, had an ignition coil go bad on it, which that was covered under warranty. I've changed the switch that turns the blade on, the switch that you can have the blade running while it goes in reverse. I've had to change out one of the bearings on the blade on the deck. I got another one that's going to be going out soon. I can hear it. And now I got to change the fucking starter on it. It's a piece of shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And you bought it new?
Bought it brand new.
That's crazy.
Brand goddamn new. Because it was a quote unquote deal.
Yeah, it was
on
a
sale.
deal.
Yeah.
You already had to change, you said ignition coil and plug?
Just the ignition coil.
That thing doesn't have 60,000 miles on it. It's not due yet.
I know.
That's incredible.
It, at best, 55.
Oh, my.
55,000.
It's premature.
Fuck yeah.
Man.
Jeremy mows a lot.
I do.
Every day almost. He doesn't even have grass anymore. It's just dirt, but
I
it
can
needs
imagine.
mowed.
It's a riding lawnmower. $20 says he turns it on and pushes that motherfucker.
Probably.
Just to get the lines.
Probably.
Which is a bitch because it's got the sensor in the seat. So I got to push down and forward at the same time.
Man. Damn, dude.
Incredible.
You are strong.
I really am.
You have lost weight,
I
I
get told
must
that
say.
a lot. I haven't.
Oh.
I have put on a lot of weight. I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, he was like, "This is your 6-month checkup. How about in the next 6 months we try and be a smaller version of Jeremy?" Is what he said. My doctor's a fucking jerk. He really.
But at least he tells you how it is. He doesn't sugarcoat shit.
That D in MD stands for dickhead. That's where he's at.
Fine.
So,
This is brutally honest with you.
yeah, stay away from John Deere mowers. They used to actually be made by John Deere, and they were built like John Deere tractors. Now they are not. They are just green. And that's it.
That's
They're
it.
just green.
Yep.
In yellow.
Mostly green.
Letters.
Mostly green. No, I took out all the yellow.
Oh, did you?
I swapped it out for green. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
Either that or his wife colored over it with red so it could be Christmassy.
Yeah, that could be too.
You know?
She ain't touching my fucking mower. Or maybe she has been, and that's
why.
That's what's fucked
Maybe
up
while
about
you're
it.
at work, she's just fucking riding around town on that motherfucker.
She's trying to put Honda parts on a goddamn John Deere.
Makes so much sense now.
Fucking Japanese.
Just because you can build a car doesn't mean you can build a fucking mower.
That's right.
It's a different deal.
My push mower is a Honda, and it's phenomenal. I love that thing.
How old is that thing?
It's 6 or 7 years old, but I have never had to pull it more than twice.
Yep.
Which, if you pull it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
I know we're not going to get into the long, drawn-out conversation on mowers, but I bought the lawnmower I currently
Sounds
have.
like we are.
That is a Honda as well. It is now 6 years old, and I have never changed the oil. I just fill that motherfucker up with gasoline and just push it.
In the oil compartment?
Yeah.
That shouldn't work.
It does. It's fantastic. Excellent lubrication.
Not only
Jeremy.
should that not lubricate, that should dilute what lubricant you have.
No, it
And break it all down.
Works-
That shouldn't work.
works great, actually. The last week I mowed the yard, and it only caught on fire once.
Well, you heard it from Scotty.
Yeah.
Put fucking gasoline in your crankcase.
That exhaust just had flames coming out of it. Looked kind of
Fuck
awesome.
yeah, like a hot rod.
Like a hot rod.
Like a fucking Hellcat.
Ran like a champ. But yeah, what else you got going on there?
That's it.
That's it?
really it. I
Unbelievable.
have been living my most boring life and loving it.
Do you? I mean, I dare ask.
Been watching my Royals eat shit.
Yeah, my Cardinals have been eating shit too.
Well, they started this shit eating for the Royals.
Nah, no. Yeah, we've lost 6 straight up until yesterday, and we finally won one against the Brewers. But
The Royals have actually already lost 186 games this year.
oh man, so they're officially out of the playoff contention.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
So is this game live right now?
yeah, this is live. Damn it. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, dare I ask, are you anticipating for the new season of Oak Island?
Dude, I'm so fucking fed up with that show. I really am.
It's coming. I think it actually just started.
How many seasons?
I want to say they're on like 17 or
No
18.
way, bro.
Dude,
And
this
you
la-
seriously have watched them
This
all?
last season was 14. I didn't start watching until like season 5.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think I
Thank
started.
God they do
5 or
plenty of
6.
recap.
Yeah, I think the first episode every single year is
Here's what we did.
here's
last
what we
year.
did last year, and then that's the first fucking season. It's just it's so ridiculous.
My wife watches another one that the first episode came out. It's Secret of Blind Frog Ranch.
Oh yeah, I watched one of those.
The first episode of this season was them just kind of going over all the evidence that they gathered from last year. Now, here's what I don't get, because they bring in these experts on this show. They're geologists and seismologists and different what do they call it? EMS or no.
They're all people that couldn't get work doing anything else. And they're like, hey, let's make this fucking fake ass show. Somebody will want to watch
Actually,
it.
A&E hires some pretty prestigious people in the business who will still do anything for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And they come in and they what is that shit?
Trying to hire me.
What ground?
Basically the RMF, the radio microwave.
Like, what are you trying to talk about? Like when they do the
when
waves?
they can shoot it with the fucking gun and break down the spectrum of.
Oh yeah,
what-
yeah, you're right. That's I believe it's RMF.
XRF.
Yeah.
X-ray fluorescent.
They can shoot. They can shoot like a rock, and it'll tell you exactly what it's
Exactly what it's
breakdown.
composed of.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't get.
It's crack, baby.
You can't go get those people and rely on their science and then bring in a fucking Indian shaman to talk about your fucking skinwalkers and your fucking ghouls and ghosts and shit that wander the fucking grounds at night, the spirits and whatever. It's either scientific or it's not.
Not to mention, if it was haunted, shouldn't we know by now? I mean, this is season 14 or 15, something like that.
Haunted? No, we're talking about.
It's not cursed. Otherwise, they would have fucking all died.
One guy did,
Yeah.
and they said
what?
one more person is going
Old
to
age,
die
but-
before. No, there was
Do
actually.
you know how
another
many
guy.
people actually associated with that show have died since they've started it? And apparently it's still not that one guy
Like
that
it's-
needs to die.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like
am
4.
just begging for it to be Jack Begley. I want that guy. He is the Scotty of that show.
Shut up.
He really is. His whole contributions to every show are,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
You're right.
That's all he fucking does. Why are you there, you prick?
Yep.
I've heard he's gay in real life. You gotta get
Oh, that
together with him.
makes sense.
He's a little bit burly looking, though. You wouldn't.
Nope, not into that.
Probably makes good money.
Not enough.
Not enough. That's too bad. No, I actually am excited, but I'm debating on whether or not I should let the whole show play through, so where I can just fucking binge it and not have to worry about all the bullshit to go through it.
So you
But
can get to the end and they still don't find nothing.
that's
dude,
exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the shows. Like, I give a lot of credit because I still watch a lot of that treasure hunter shit because
Of course
I
you
still
do.
think it's great. My favorite show is still Deadliest Catch, which their treasure is crab, and I fucking love it.
And they find it.
And they find it. It's
A lot of it.
Yeah, it's like positive reinforcement
like
to keep
there's-
watching the show.
No end to crab in the sea.
And I get it. I know it's totally 100% scripted. I know that they do shit to make it a good show, but I don't give a shit. I love that show.
They should be catching AIDS. Mm-hmm. If they're going to call it Deadliest Catch,
Yeah, it should be AIDS.
they should. It
You're
should
right.
be AIDS, not crabs.
100% you're
You can
right.
get rid of crabs.
But there's
Is
a
AIDS really deadly anymore?
No,
Honestly.
look at Magic Johnson's still
Mm-hmm.
fucking alive, and he's like patient zero.
I don't know. I think you should try it. I think you should try it and see how long you live.
Still one of the greatest lines in comedy I ever heard. The longer that Magic Johnson goes without dying, the more convinced I am he's actually magic.
Fucking really, for real.
But all I was going to say, there's another show called Josh Gates, and he goes to multiple different things and actually finds shit. And I appreciate shows like his because they actually find shit. I'm sick and tired of shows where they keep on doing the same shit and don't find anything. And that is...
They find shit because they planted it there before he went.
Oh, Josh?
Yeah.
No,
there's...
I don't think so.
Yes.
I really don't.
Dude, how much of reality...
That's a very distinct possibility.
How much reality TV do you believe is real?
Like 2%.
All of it.
All of it.
Like 2%.
Right. Well, let me tell you, that guy's not one of them.
Are you telling me the Osbournes didn't really live like that?
No, not at all.
Ozzy and his family?
I know, you would think.
But telling you, though, Steve Urkel was totally true. That was a documentary.
Legit. That was legit.
I still want the technology to turn into Stefan. I really want that. And
you're clearly an expert on the subject, given that you called the show Steve Urkel.
Family Matters.
That's not what you called it.
I know what the show is. But that is a documentary. It shouldn't have been called Family Matters. It should have been called Steve Urkel's life.
I gave up my fucking Sunday for this.
Shut up. Sorry.
My Father's Day.
I know. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I hope all of you guys enjoy your Father's Day.
It's in a roundabout way. That's all we're really trying to say. It's Happy Father's Day, everybody.
It's a vagina.
I want to see what you'd look like through a vagina's eyes.
All right. That's great. But anyways, yeah. Happy Father's Day to all of you guys. We do have... We actually do have some individual questions, but before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Connor Smith. Happy birthday to you out there. First question comes in to JP, and it comes in from Bill Braun. I didn't pronounce it last week correctly, but
Bill, it's like testicles with a B.
Yeah, but
Bronsticles.
It's Bronstals. Bronstals. Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't even have my fucking reading glasses on. That's how smart I am.
That's right.
Bronxtales.
Yeah, probably. He wants to know.
Bronxtalis.
Yeah.
I caught it. You ever caught Bronxtalis?
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Oh my God.
You nailed it.
Thank God.
That's why I wear condoms at all times.
Bill B wants to know.
Billy B.
Yeah, Billy B. He wants to know what.
Double B.
That's enough. He wants to know what are the best.
Billy.
Slick
Boy.
Willie
Slick Willie
Bronxtalis.
Bronxtails.
This is my life. I fucking hate it.
That was a great Disney cartoon, Bronx Tales.
Dude, this is your life. That was a great game show.
Okay. But anyways, Billy wants to know, JP, what are the best gay slang terms?
Faggot.
Yep.
Show me faggot.
That's number one.
Number one answer.
Give me your top 5.
That's the best one.
I agree.
Well,
this is one I use all the time.
Well, what's the next 4? Everybody knows that one. I can say it because you give me
gay.
You give me the card to be allowed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
Gay slang,
yeah.
I don't know.
There was one, I'll never forget it because I still don't know. No, but the slip and slide one time, you made me so uncomfortable because I had no idea what the fuck that was. And you're sitting over here with a big smile on your face.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't want to ever get a slip and slide ever again now.
Well, and this is a confusing question, too.
Yeah.
Because is he talking about what are the best slang terms for being gay or what are the best slang terms that gay people use?
I don't know.
Basically.
Or does the slang term itself have to be gay and be attracted to other slang terms?
That could be it.
I think we should create a new derogatory term for the gays.
Okay.
You want to make
Let's
one new?
Let's call them Scotties.
That's not even that funny.
It's not funny. It's
beardless
serious
Scot.
No. A whole bunch of people in Scotland don't like that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't do that.
I'm guessing they don't like you. They don't mind being associated with gay people. It's you.
All right, fine. But I'm using that as defense mechanism, so we can't use that.
You have poor defense.
And dogs. Dogs are called Scotties too if they're a Scotty dog, and so that you can't use that.
Well, they are named after Scotland because that's where they came from.
Right.
We're never answering this question.
So
right, that's fine.
All right, Highlanders.
Okay, that sounds good.
I don't gay slang terms. Like I don't talk like that.
I don't know.
But like I have friends that like use, I guess, gay slang terms, but I don't know any.
You don't know any?
I don't think so.
Because you're not that kind of a gay?
No, I'm not. But and I'm not really just.
He's right to the point. Fuck me in the ass.
Right. Put it in my ass.
Oh my God! Stop.
Or my mouth. Or both.
Enough. Okay, that's enough.
Either order.
Okay.
I stay ready.
That's great. The next one comes in for Jeremy, and this comes in from Frank Garcia. He wants to know, why is it so difficult to make you laugh? You are always a deadpan.
Mind your fucking business, Frank. That's what I say to that. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
That's how you know when it's really, really funny. If you can get Jeremy to belly laugh, which I think it's only happened maybe 3 or 4 times on the show ever, to where he's like losing his shit, it's a good day. It's a good day in the neighborhood, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't see that coming today.
Normally, okay, there's a couple of things. Number one, for things to make me laugh, it really has to catch me off guard.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of shit coming. I'm fucking good. I'm like Sherlock Holmes.
Very good.
I'm the best. All right. 2, it adds to it because when you get something that is funny and creates a laugh, what I want to do is add on to that because keeping the laugh rolling. So I've kind of trained myself to not just react to something, to actually think about it and respond to it.
Yeah.
But also, you ever tried to be jovial while you're fucking annoyed?
I can't say that I have, Jeremy.
I mean, have somebody tell you fucking jokes while jabbing you in the side with a railroad spike. That's what this show is to me. It might be fucking hilarious, but I'm already pissed. So if anything, you just brought me up to 0.
Nice.
That's it.
Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the cheapest way to support this show is to drop a like and leave a comment. In the YouTube channel, that helps us out a lot because we sure as shit aren't getting paid on YouTube. Again, they hate us.
Maybe you'd straighten the fuck up.
Hey, yeah, exactly. I'm going to do that. But yeah, guys, do us a favor. If you are watching this on YouTube, pause the show, leave us a like, leave us a comment, a question. I answered some last week.
Now at Hot Topics.
We are. Now we get to move on to
Hot Topics. We're never leaving.
Yeah. There was one particular topic that Jeremy wanted to touch on because I guess the last time he was here, I don't know if we touched on it or not, but Pete Rose got inducted into he can be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
He has been released from his suspension by the MLB, reinstated posthumously.
Correct, because he died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which mean good news and bad news, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can't bet on baseball anymore.
Right, he's dead. That's the good news, and the bad news is now he's reinstated.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think he should?
No.
Why?
No.
That's a dumb reason to. Yeah.
Permanently ineligible is what the fucking rule says.
I thought it says banned for life.
No, that's what people always said. I think thinking it was synonymous, but no.
Oh.
Permanently ineligible. If you bet on a game which you have a duty to perform, if you're one of the people who qualify for it, you will be declared permanently ineligible.
Oh.
What I don't get is the number of people who stand up for this prick.
My uncle would be one of them.
Yeah, and you can't be a fan of baseball and enjoy the integrity of the game and want him to be honored in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, you can't. If you want him to be in the Hall of Fame, you don't actually give a fuck about baseball.
Wow.
That is what he did. Whether anything bad actually came out of what he did or not, the fact is he put the game in a position to where he could be manipulated, to where it could be leveraged. And that is not okay. That really isn't. I mean, it's like if he had an addiction, a gambling addiction, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And just like with any other addiction, like say if you were a parent and you had a kid, but you were also a heroin addict, and you took your kid to a fucking flop house so you could shoot up with drugs and bring him around all this unsavory shit.
Yeah, this is bringing all kinds of memories
Have
back
you
to James.
met my family or something?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. I didn't know you knew.
Yeah,
I thought your dad was Pete Rose.
Yeah, correct.
that's why you're gay. It's
Yeah.
all the drugs.
100%.
Yeah.
But if you do that shit, even if nothing bad happens to the kid, you should have the kid fucking taken from you like forever. And if you ever want the kid back, you have to show that you acknowledge you did something wrong, admit to what you did, show that you're getting help to make yourself better. Pete Rose was betting on baseball to the day he died. He set up shop in fucking Las Vegas, signing autographs wherever they would let him, taking the money from that and going into the nearest sports book and putting it all down on fucking baseball games.
And he'd write anything on a baseball.
Yes, he would, because he was
Getting paid.
basically a fucking hobo. He'd do anything for money. He had no integrity. He was
I might be Pete Rose.
He was
You're definitely related.
He was a great baseball player in the way that Bill Cosby was a great comedian, but he did other shit that takes away from that too much.
Oh, yeah.
And I really hope he doesn't get in.
I'm torn. I got to be honest. I don't disagree with anything that you said at all.
Well,
I was also
then you can't be
up
torn.
until this point.
If you don't disagree with anything he just said, then you can't be torn.
But I didn't say everything. There are things I didn't say. There's a lot of sentences
Yeah.
out there.
I was also up until this point under the impression that it did say for life, and since he died, then his life is no more, and so maybe he can get back in. As far as like his play on the field and stuff like that, he definitely is a Hall of Fame worthy. I mean, yeah, he's got the most fucking hits. But that would be something I would have to like actually sit down and think about and try to work out in my head of whether or not I would vote for him to be in the Hall of Fame because he was such a piece of shit of a person. Does that take away from him being a great baseball player? It's like the Ty Cobb argument with me. I've heard so many stories of Ty Cobb being an absolute piece of shit, but he was an excellent baseball player.
He was an excellent piece of shit.
That's one of the arguments that people like to bring up. That has nothing to do with Pete Rose.
I understand that. And he broke the golden rule. There is legitimately one rule that's written in every single like baseball clubhouse and everything, and it basically says if you break this rule, you are fucked.
Yeah,
forever.
If
so,
who did that?
Pete Rose.
Yeah,
he broke that rule.
Yeah,
right. Ty Cobb did not. Ty Cobb played the game that was expected of him to be played for his time.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it wouldn't fly the way he played and the way he treated his team. I've also heard that the stories about what a dick he was are greatly blown out of proportion.
Yeah, I have heard that too.
He was a conflicted and complex human being, just like most people are. He had a good side and a bad side.
And so, and here's another one that I put in that same category. I put Barry Bonds in that same category too, right? Do I think that Barry Bonds without steroids could have been in the Hall of Fame by himself? Absolutely, he could have been.
For sure could have.
With the steroids and everything like that we've pretty much already confirmed, does he belong in the Hall of Fame? It's really tough. It's tough for me. And then the thing that kind of pushes me over the side of being like, no, I don't want him to be in it is because he was such a fucking prick.
Yes.
As a teammate, as a person, he's just a fucking douchebag. And so I don't want him to. So I got to work that out in my head of the comparisons with Pete Rose and being consistent and stuff like that because I don't want to do that on the fly.
Actually, no, you don't, because it's two completely separate cases.
Yeah, okay.
But I have heard people say that they never had a negative experience with Barry Bonds. We have lost JP, even though we're talking about a very muscle-bound black man with a ginormous dick, from what we understand. But
did somebody say dick?
Yeah, we did. We're talking about Barry Bonds' dick. How much better would he have been if he'd have batted with that?
Okay.
But yeah, anyway.
But then again, steroids do make you shrivel up, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's true. It's true.
The handful of people who have said they never had a negative experience with Barry Bonds, that's, by the way, far and away the nicest thing I've ever heard said about the man.
Yep, me too.
Just that I never had a negative experience.
My uncle has met
Nobody
him.
ever said, oh, he's a great guy, he'd do anything for you. Nobody says
my uncle has met him, I guess, 2 or 3 times, and every time he's met him, he swears on a Bible that he was the nicest guy in the world to him. And I still don't believe my uncle. I think my uncle's full of shit.
Well, I mean, anybody can be nice for short periods of time. I've met some of our fans and was nice to them.
Yeah, but Jeremy secretly, piece of shit.
I hate all of you.
Exactly.
No, of course, that's not true.
I know it's not. But anyways, I wanted to touch back up on that since Jeremy brought it up earlier. But anyways, moving on. College World Series is going on in Omaha. Is it Omaha or Omaha? Aha!
Is this where
Keep going. You're doing fantastic.
You're fine. In Omaha, Nebraska, I wanted to point out at least up until this point, Coastal Carolina has won 24 straight games. I don't know if they have lost yet or not. I'm trying to check, but I kind of hope they win. I would love like a smaller school to actually win one for the Gipper. I think that'd be kind of cool. I am rooting for Arkansas because I have kind of a dog in the hunt in there. But yeah, it's been fun so far to watch. So yeah, I liked it, and I wanted to mention it.
Are the Pirates?
I love college baseball players.
The Chickadees or some shit like that. Is the Coastal?
Who are the Pirates?
I don't know.
Carolina.
That's not Coastal Carolina. That's Eastern Carolina.
Okay. Well, they're who I'm rooting for.
Okay, fair enough.
Fun fact about the College World Series. There's a handful of former Wichita State baseball players that go to the dog park where I go.
Oh, cool.
I don't want to give their names.
Oh, damn it. You can tell me off air, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay, that's fine.
You are never allowed to come up there, but several of which were on that '89
World Series
national championship team. Fun fact about that:
Darren
they
Dreifort.
had, I believe, he was year
That's
after.
well, but he goes up there a bit. I could probably name a couple more. Maybe
Coastal
one
Carolina plays today at 6 p.m., so they haven't lost yet.
But so, anyhows, that particular roster in '89 had, I think they said, 14 players from Wichita North on it. Wichita North never won a state championship.
more. Crazy, right?
Mark Stanford was
Yeah.
one. As far as North High goes, I believe, wasn't he?
Maybe.
He's
He's
not
one of the ones that goes to the dog park.
Okay, that's fine.
He's never been a dog park guy. I know
He's
that.
not.
about
He's a cat guy.
he's a cat guy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
never liked him.
I know he went to North High because he played with my stepdad. That was right around the year.
I played with your stepdad, but I didn't go to North High.
Why did you gotta say it like that, man? Why?
It was Father's
Why? I played with your mom.
Day. Congratulations, dude.
Boom! You fucking got him good. Sick burn, dude.
She's tough to balance on top of, to be honest with you.
Nah, bro.
Oh man,
Plenty of fucking.
I don't know where you got your skinny jeans from.
No, I don't either, dude.
The Gap.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to mention College World Series.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
excited for it.
Good deal.
Next thing, Brock Lesnar's daughter, Maya Lesnar, she won the shot put title. The
She's
NCAA.
really pretty.
If you're gay, holy shit! My
Man,
God,
dude.
Dude, that's a hoss.
I think that they must have put steroids in her baby bottles.
It's like Brock had a baby with Brock.
Yeah, dude, for real.
dude, I'm pretty sure her mom is Sable. I think
Sable?
Yeah, like
Oh,
the wrestler.
really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Is that
that's
who
who
he's married to?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I thought the Undertaker married Sable.
No, that was Sarah. Was his wife?
they were
I don't
just
know.
fucking-
She
they
was
didn't
one
get
of
married.
the fucking hot big titty chicks that wrestled.
Oh yeah, Sable?
Undertaker's wife.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar is married to Sable, and she got all of Brock's genes. They are all strong on that side of the family. I mean, you want to talk about a corn-fed woman? Holy shit!
Even if she only got half of Brock's genes, that dude's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
In
He's really
every
is.
aspect of athleticism, he's just a fucking freak.
I guess she won on the first throw. Like her first round of throwing the shot put, she won.
She threw it overhand.
Yeah, she did.
Just fuck it.
Threw a
But anyways,
knuckleball.
Yeah, but congratulations to her / him, they, or whatever. But moving on to the Stanley Cup Finals. It's probably one of the best Stanley Cup Finals I've seen in a long time.
It's been great. I didn't care for what happened last night, but
I've actually
Florida.
been watching this.
Florida's up one game.
I don't watch hockey. I'm not sure who to root for in this.
The
Edmonton.
America, motherfucker.
Well, that's what I'm confused about. It seems like Edmonton seems like the better people, but I have a hard time rooting for Canada.
yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
I just want them to fail. I don't care if America wins. I just want Canada to fail
Right. I get it.
at all times.
100%. So Florida it is.
But Edmonton's also one of those like old school fucking hockey teams. I don't know
Yeah.
much about hockey, but I know they've been around forever.
Aren't the Thunder?
Where-
Isn't the Thunder in there? Aren't they correlated? The Wichita Thunder used to be the minor league for Edmonton. I don't know if they are anymore.
I know way back in the day they were for Vancouver.
More recently they were part for Edmonton.
Okay.
I know that, but I don't think they are anymore. I think their minor affiliations have moved, but it doesn't matter. I still am waiting for the two topless chicks to come out. What the fuck? A year ago we had the topless Florida people
That's the only reason
and
you
the
started
topless
watching
Edmonton
hockey.
people.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where are you girls at? I
don't know.
I just want to know. Where are they at?
They've
Where are
been
the kids?
warned, dude.
Huh?
They've been warned.
I don't give a fuck about the warning. Come on, put it on like TikTok. They started to show tits on there now.
I'm not
Come
familiar
on.
with Canada's geography. What part of Canada is Edmonton in?
I think it's like on the western part, I believe.
Okay, because I know up north they have an impossible number of hot chicks,
Yeah.
according to Shoresy anyway.
I'm not
Which
gonna
they
lie.
do.
Canadian women are pretty hot. I'm just throwing it out there.
Canadian dudes are hot.
I think
too.
you find them hot because they're polite,
Maybe.
and they're the only ones who are polite to you.
Clean
Every other,
and-
yeah.
not 800 pounds and they take care of themselves.
I mean, they have them. I'm not saying that they're all.
not like here.
Yeah. Edmonton, I'm zooming out, is in Alberta. So, yeah, I was right. It's just north of Montana by about 600 miles.
Only just north.
It's just a full fucking
Just
state and a
north.
half.
Yeah,
Just north of it.
But yeah, I got to say, it's been a very, very entertaining playoff. So we've had like 2 games, I think, that have gone into overtime or double overtime, for that matter. It's been fun to watch.
It's been really
If they
fun to
thaw
watch.
the cord out, I think they could run around easy.
I think so, too.
Except last night.
No?
Last night sucked.
No, last night was awesome.
No.
Florida took a 1-game lead. Florida wins 1 more game, and they are the Stanley Cup champions
Stanley Cup.
again.
It is
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. You know
Stanley
what?
Cup.
You know what they put in that Stanley Cup?
What's that?
Como
Come on, dude.
from JP.
Please order yours today.
That's right.
Don't be left behind.
Yeah, but I did at least want to bring up the United States celebrated the 250th birthday of the Army yesterday. I don't care about the parade.
Happy birthday, soldiers.
But yeah, I don't care about what political affiliation. I still think it's awesome. Congratulations, all of you guys who serve. I'm sure
What,
there's
did
a
you think
level
they
of
weren't
pride.
going to make it? Because if they didn't make it, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, no shit.
If the Army doesn't make it, I'm pretty
we're
sure
all
we all
fucked.
went away a long time
The
ago.
best fighting force the world has ever seen. Congratulations and thank you for your service, every single one of you. I like that kind of shit. The next thing, or the last thing they wanted to say in the hot topics was I heard that Spaceballs 2 is coming out in 2027, and Rick Moranis is coming back to play Darth Helmet.
Good for him.
What's he coming back to play?
Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet.
But what'd you say?
Dark
He
Helmet.
said Darth.
Did I say Darth?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. Dark Helmet is what I meant to say.
Which that's why you're not monetized on YouTube.
Probably.
Because you keep making fucked up mistakes like that, copyright and Disney shit.
My bad. My bad.
That is Disney property. Darth anything.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
You never hear any other company
That-
call anybody Darth anything.
That Sith in Star Wars, Darth Helmet, is whoa. He's a fucking awesome character.
I don't remember who the comedian was that talked about he was one of the unfortunate people who saw Spaceballs before Star Wars
Oh.
and then watched Star Wars. It's like, what the fuck's up with Pizza the Hut here? What?
Yeah, right.
Why does he look like that? He's all gross. The first one wasn't that great. However, I can tell you...
Spaceballs?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Oh, I love that fucking
It's a
movie,
cult.
dude.
Even as a
movie,
little
man.
kid, I
That's
saw
a
the
great
punchlines
fucking
coming
movie,
and shit.
dude.
I like
That's
it. It was
a
okay.
great fucking movie.
Mel Brooks went so downhill after Blazing Saddles. He had one really great movie after that, which was Young Frankenstein, which it was great.
Of course, he
because
loved Blazing
Gene
Saddles.
Wilder. Yeah.
'cause they use the
Anything that you
N-word.
just
That's the same reason you like
right.
it.
Anytime they can
I've
throw
never
that
seen
around.
I just know it.
But they are. I have confirmed this. They are making Over the Top too.
Are they really?
They are.
My God.
And I still contend that is the best arm wrestling child custody movie ever made.
Starring Sylvester Stallone.
Well, yeah, of course. Who else would it be?
I mean, Arnold
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger?
Now he's a 3-time world champion who's gotten old, but he's going to make a comeback just to show he still can.
Nice. Hat still going to be turned backwards?
Which, by the way, okay, I just learned this. I saw a TikTok about this. The truck that he drives in that movie,
The semi-truck.
Hawk Hauling, it says on the side, that truck appears in that movie The Wizard, the Fred Savage one about the fucking video game
Oh, really?
world champ. So that takes place in the same fucking universe.
Wow.
So you're welcome, America.
Because we all care.
That's where the okay. Do you remember the Power Glove, the Nintendo Power Glove?
Fuck yeah, I remember that.
That the worst fucking invention in video games
Oh, it was
maybe ever.
awful.
It fucking sucked.
It was awful.
But that's a movie where it made its big debut.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I just remember seeing it in Beethoven. Huh? Yeah. The Power Glove?
Really?
Yeah. The
The
Power
first one?
Yeah.
I really only watched 2.
Yeah, the Power Glove was
one.
in Beethoven, the first movie of Beethoven,
Yeah,
and the kid was playing it whenever the dog was getting ready to bite the doctor, fake bite the doctor. That was whenever that happened.
I couldn't pay attention because there just wasn't enough fucking dogs in it.
You're right.
I need more dogs.
You're
That's
right.
why I like Beethoven's second better.
I got it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Hot Topics. Thank
We
you very much.
ended on Beethoven, the movie. That's the hot topic.
No, we ended
Beethoven,
on no,
that-
not Beethoven. We ended on Beethoven's second.
Yeah.
not 2. Beethoven's
The sequel, the
second.
much better sequel.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm going to say James Gordon's finest work. It was the Beethoven movie.
How do you even know who fucking?
Oh, are you serious? You didn't know that that's who that was?
No.
The dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He was like the one big actor that they got.
Yeah.
And
right.
he's a dick. He's apparently a prick.
In the movie.
No, like outside. He went on Johnny Carson twice, and Johnny was trying to. He struggled.
He went on-
He was like me trying to get through this show with you two fucks, like
dipshit.
trying to get through it. But
Him and
he
Johnny
was a
Carson
jerk.
were the best of friends.
Yeah.
They were doing that on purpose.
I
That was a
didn't know
bit.
that.
That's a gag. Yes.
I had
he went
no
on
idea.
Carson a number of times.
That's because you're a Fox News
right.
guy. You believe what you see.
I no,
Just
totally
walk
not.
in.
I'm MSNBC, buddy.
Johnny Carson was the Fox News of late night shows.
Yes.
Let's say that.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's what everybody always says.
I had no idea. Is that?
Oh yeah,
Are you
yes,
being
they
honest?
were incredibly good friends.
I had no idea. I thought they really. I thought he
No.
was just a jerk.
They were good at it, but
And
they wouldn't air it if it really had gone down like that.
Oh man, forgive me. I just like Johnny Carson's greatest hits. He had
Never,
like the VHS.
never.
Yeah, that's
Ever.
why it's on the greatest hits, because it's funny as shit watching those two be awkward as hell around each other.
I gotta watch
Just
it all
hating
over
each
again,
other.
knowing
Yeah.
that now. Damn it, my whole thing has been
How
ruined.
upset do you think Derek would be if I autographed his Bears helmet?
It's not Derek's, it's mine, and I would be very upset.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's yours?
yeah, that has Brian
You're a Chicago
Urlacher's.
fan?
No, it's for my dad. I bought it for my dad. It was actually a Father's Day present from like 4 years. Man, maybe I should actually give it to him.
Today would be the day.
It'd be the day. I did. This is a true
You
story.
bought it for your dad for Father's Day, then
Yeah.
you're like, fuck him, I'm keeping it.
That,
Kinda.
that looks great on our show.
It looks great on our show.
Okay, cool.
Get me a fucking
That's
Detroit
crazy,
Lions
dude.
helmet. Anyway,
That's
but
crazy.
it's a true story.
I believe it.
So sad. But anyways, now we get to move on to the fun parts of the show.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for participating in Monday, Friday. Sincerely do appreciate all of you guys who do participate. Those of you who did a pretty decent job. I got to give a shout out to Mason Cole. I don't know how many of the questions I picked of his, but he's going to have a whole bunch for next week as well. So strap in.
I
But
only see one.
I know there's a couple,
Oh,
but
two.
anyways, I know he had quite a few. I had trouble not picking all of his questions. This was about to be the Mason Cole episode.
That would have been cool.
But anyways, first
Why
one.
do we do that?
Because I don't like you, JP. Shut up. First one comes in from Travis Grooms.
That's mean.
I don't care. I don't care. Midlife crisis.
He doesn't care.
I don't care.
He doesn't care, dude.
I don't care either.
And you shouldn't care.
No, you should never
anti-care.
care. I'm very anti-care.
Gay bear. I don't care.
Oh, that's what that's for. Well, so is JP. Apparently, he doesn't like him burly.
That's right.
No.
That's why. Why did I shave my face? Anyways, first one comes in from Travis J. Grooms. He wants to know, overrated or underrated, a T-ball summer camp featuring Jeremy Joseph as a celebrity coach?
It would never happen.
Wouldn't.
No.
He's not going to give anybody his biggest
He's not
secrets.
a coach. He's a fucking player, dude.
He is
I mean, I would show
And
up and make
you
a
could-
cameo if anybody
right.
could meet my 7-figure fucking fee.
Correct.
Absolutely. And on top of that, we need to get you on Cameo so you can charge $25 to wish all these kids happy birthday with your celebrity prowess. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta see. That's the thing. I won't just do that for money. They have to earn a happy birthday.
Got it. Okay. You got to start sending in highlight videos of
If you
T-ball.
don't put in the fucking work out on the T-ball field, you don't deserve to have a happy birthday. All right?
I agree.
Your
Fantastic.
birthday and every other day should be fucking miserable.
And the thing is, he's only going to be a coach for defense, not offense. Just defense.
Oh yeah, I've never really been a hitting guy.
Exactly.
I've never really liked the offensive part of baseball.
Right. What are you going to charge for this coaching opportunity, Jeremy?
It's well into 7 figures.
Got it.
Well into it. I don't want to. I don't want to do anything to get you further demonetized by talking money and figures like that.
No, I get it. I understand.
But yeah, it'll be well into 7 figures.
The best part is he's going to bring one of his bands as for like walk-up music.
Oh, that wouldn't even cover it then.
Yeah. Now we're in the 8 figures, aren't we?
Maybe they could coach. Maybe I could get Dickhead Mike and the Duck Farm
Okay.
to put on a camp.
Nice. I like it. It's a good idea.
I mean, well, no, I can't because they have a restraining order. They can't be around kids.
got it.
Um,
Fair. JP has the same restraining order, so he can't participate either.
then how is he here? You got all the kids tied up around.
Well, because they're in a secure location, locked up to certain things, it's okay as long as they are protected by the locked door. That's kind of how it works.
All right.
Anyways, I'm going to go with underrated. It will never happen. It will never happen. But how about you, JP? Did you say overrated?
I said overrated.
Okay, and Jeremy.
Way overrated.
Yeah,
100%.
way overrated.
Okay. Next one comes
Only
in.
because he would never do it.
And it's
He's
hot out.
Way too busy, and he's got
Well, and
shit
you would
to
have
do.
to deal with the throngs of people showing up.
Right.
That's true. Just do it in the winter. I think you should do it in the winter. That'd be okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Thanks for your fucking advice.
You bet.
That I've never asked for, wanted, needed, ever.
I know. I gave it to you for free because I'm a friend.
And I'm going to take that and I'm going to wipe my ass with it.
Next one comes in from Devin McDonald. He wants to know, overrated or underrated, randomly pulling your dick out.
Way underrated.
If anything, this is what
I try to do it a couple times a day.
Good.
Yeah.
Around kids. You need to
Just
stop
anywhere,
doing that. You need to stop
dude.
doing that.
Anywhere.
Stop.
Whenever I get the hankering, I just pull it out.
Fantastic. For those of you guys who don't know, this is actually one of the things that makes Jeremy laugh.
It is.
I know. I've seen me do it. So it's underrated as well.
No, I'm laughing at your dick.
I know.
when you do
Either way, it works.
It's not the fact you're pulling it out.
I don't care. I get
Yeah,
the belly
still a
laugh.
win.
It's still a win.
Yeah.
That being said, okay, when I was in college, there was a guy at a fraternity that I went to a few of their parties, and he was masterful at this. By the way, it can't be random. It has to be strategically timed. Random, no, that's not good because you're definitely going to do it at some wrong times. But this guy could walk around at a party and he would be wearing like gym shorts and look somebody dead in the eye, usually women, and with his hands just reach down and kind of roll his sleeve up, and next thing you know, his dick is fucking out, and he's just holding a straight-laced conversation with these girls, and dude was fucking equipped too.
Oh, nice.
This was
Equipped.
I actually, my first ever stand-up set that I did was a story about when I first met this guy. Can I tell it?
Yeah.
Because this is fucking boring. Everything else going on. This guy had a very special talent. Really two special talents. One that the older I get, I'm very jealous of, which is he can make his dick hard like on command, like a fucking Nazi salute. Just
Okay.
right.
Very odd thing to compare it to.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to that.
The other thing he could do is he could take something, providing it was small enough. You know how when your dick is really hard, how you can make it jump?
Yeah.
He could take something, rest it on his penis, have you pick which shoulder, and he could throw it over the fucking shoulder.
Anything?
How
How about a parrot? That would be impressive.
Dude did it with my wallet.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think a parrot, because they got a good grip. They really
Wow.
do. Yeah, and
You did it with my wallet.
he did. It was
What?
like
No.
my own personal Cirque du Soleil.
So Dick Soleil.
His name was Travis.
Kegel?
And I wish it was him.
Me too.
No, I don't actually, because when I was in college, Travis Kegel would have been in like 5th grade. So that'd been creepy for him to be at a frat party.
Especially with the heart
Pulling
on.
his dick out.
Throwing wallets on his shoulder.
Like-
With equipment.
Like
Yeah.
this wasn't when
Heavy
he did
equipment.
this. Right. When Travis would do this shit, it wasn't even like erotic or sexual. It was just amazing. Nobody was even caring about the fact he was doing this with his dick out. Women were standing around watching this going, oh my fucking God, did he just do that? That's got to be a magic trick. There's got to be a string or a spring or some shit making this happen. I wanted him at my wedding to help my wife throw out the bouquet.
Nice.
That's how I ended that joke.
All right,
Me and
well-
my wife, as we all know, haven't actually officially had a wedding.
Oh, coming up here pretty
My
soon.
first
though.
wedding. I'm in my first wedding, guys.
Nice. Next one comes in from Mason Cole. He wants to know, overrated or underrated, faking an injury for sympathy.
Yeah, Munchausen's is fucking hilarious. Because that's what that is. Munchausen syndrome. Faking injury or illness or making yourself injured or ill to get sympathy. Yeah, that's...
It's really tough.
It's a sick fucking disease is what it is.
This is really tough. LeBron James made an entire career over this.
Well, and we all hate him for it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go overrated. I mean, I have to, just to be consistent. So, JP?
Overrated.
And Jeremy said overrated too.
It's definitely overrated.
Absolutely.
I so easily get injured now without doing anything that I have no need to fake.
Absolutely.
And I get no sympathy.
I don't want to.
People don't give a fuck if you're hurt.
That's right.
Play through the pain.
Right. Next one comes in from Nathan Frazee. I did modify this one to make sense. But he wants to know, overrated or underrated bomb or fallout shelters? World War III is coming up real quick, so I'm going to go with underrated on this one. You know? JP? Hello?
Overrated.
Got it.
Because fuck it.
Just disintegrate.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. All right.
If they shoot a nuke at us tomorrow, whoever they are.
They're not.
But if they do.
They're not.
But if they do.
They won't.
But let's just say they do.
They won't, though. Overrated?
Underrated.
There you go. Changed it. How about you there, Jeremy?
They are overrated.
Got it.
Very much so. I mean, for starters, guys, modern day hydrogen bombs don't produce radioactive cesium, so there's no real fallout really to worry about anymore. It's actually the nuclear blast that you have to worry about. Also, who the fuck would want to survive a nuclear war?
Nobody.
Nobody. It would be the worst fucking existence ever, even if you could survive it. Number one, you have to live in a fucking closet underground.
35 years?
Again, there's no real fallout from
Because if
modern-day
it's an airburst, right?
no, it's old fission bombs. Those used to produce one of the side effects of those was
That's right.
cesium, and it would get so hot that it would aerosol. But then when it would cool down, it would actually fall out of the sky and
Right.
come down and dust everything.
Yeah.
Hydrogen bombs, fusion bombs don't really generate the fallout like that. So you really don't have to worry about that. But still, everything will be on fire. The sky will be blotted out with debris, so you will not see the sun for thousands of years.
Nuclear winter.
Yeah, it would be a miserable fucking existence. I just want to I want to be at ground zero.
Got it.
Be
Deal.
done with it.
And last one comes in from Reese Newland. He wants to know, overrated or underrated, working on your own car to save money.
Can't do it. Overrated.
Yeah. JP's a gay. He can't do it.
No.
He can't change a fucking tag bulb.
Correct. Had to have my mechanic do that.
Yeah. How about you, Jeremy?
Back in the day, I would say underrated, but as I get older and a little more financially stable, that's or I guess I would have said, overrated. Yeah, it is not worth going through all the shit to work on your own car. They fucking suck to work on, especially nowadays. I actually was telling Scotty before the show that for the first time ever, I paid a guy to service my lawnmowers this year. He
Obviously
came.
did a bang up job.
Oh, this was after the fact.
Well, he didn't do anything with the starter.
Yeah, no.
But he,
You know of.
you're right. I ought to go confront that son of a bitch.
100%.
No, this dude, this son of a bitch, you know what he does? He comes to my house with his fucking trailer. He takes my mowers, takes them to his shop. He takes the blades off, sharpens them, puts them back on, changes my oil, changes all the filters, the spark plug in both mowers, brings them back to my fucking house and charges me $150 like a son of a bitch. Dude, I don't have to get on the ground. I don't have to get out tools. I don't have to deal with old oil.
Yeah.
That is so fucking
Totally
worth it now.
Yeah.
It's
There was
totally
a
worth
time
it.
when $150 was unattainable and I would just spend the $40 in materials and I never changed my fucking filters.
Yeah.
But they actually run better. Turns out with clean filters in them. Who'd have thought?
Unbelievable.
I just take the filters out. They run a lot better for a short period of time.
This is what I do for a living. I'm the guy that you call when your shit's broke. And my favorite thing to deal with is when somebody calls and tells me, hey, I had a problem. I tried to fix it myself and the problem still isn't fixed. And I did it just to save as much money as I possibly can. You're going to spend a lot more if you do that shit. I'm just telling you, because guess what? I got to figure out what you fucked up as well. So this is way overrated. Have a professional fucking do it. That's the bottom line, because Scotty said so. But now we get to move on to that's where I draw the line. We're gonna move right along. First one comes in from Big Mike F. He wants to know when using or staying at a friend's house. When using the bathroom when you're staying at a friend's house, what items in the bathroom are fair game to use for yourself?
Any pill.
Any pill.
Any pill in the cabinet.
Birth control?
I mean, if that's what you're into.
You might be.
Who wants to get pregnant? Anybody here at the table want to be pregnant? No.
No, not at all.
Take precautions.
JP's like, yeah, why not?
You are at prime birthing age.
Yeah.
48
And that's
is
the thing.
definitely the prime time.
My biological clock is ticking.
Sure is.
It is time to have a baby.
You seem brutish.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think anything is fair game unless you ask. Like, I bring my own shampoo, my own body wash, and shit like that. What? Am I weird?
I mean, not for that reason.
Like, I'm not using some other person's toothpaste.
So you're staying as a guest at their house, so you have to use their shower facilities.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I mean, JP doesn't have a lot of cleaning products, so I would understand if he uses the person who he's standing. Like Derek's shampoo and conditioner bottles got to be damn near empty at this point.
No, man, I use my own shit. I bring my own shit.
All right.
When I'm staying
Bar
over
of soap though, you use
there.
Derek's.
Same thing when I'm over here.
Oh, okay.
But I piss in your shower. I don't use it. I just pee in it. I just use it.
I thought there was a strange funk when I came back home.
Weird deal.
That definitely expands the parameters more than if you're just coming over to hang out for the night.
Yeah.
Then it's toilet paper and soap on the sink.
Hand soap, yeah.
You can't even get in the shower.
And that's the beautiful thing.
That's a weird thing to do.
That's the great thing about living where I live, because when I go to Derek's, it's far enough that I don't want to have to fucking get up, go home, shower, do all that. So I bring shit with me when I stay. But when I stayed here,
It's 3 minutes away.
what, from Derek's?
Yeah, from your house to Derek's.
It's like an 8-minute drive.
Oh, God. Okay. But I understand. I would just bring your stuff.
But I don't bring my stuff here.
That
because
being
it's
said-
fucking 3 blocks.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like a fun idea to try. My father-in-law is in town. He's staying with my sister-in-law currently, but there's going to be a couple nights he stays with me. And when he... as if I didn't have enough to deal with this John Deere bullshit. But no, when he gets in the shower, I'm going to come down and just start banging on the door. What the fuck are you doing? Who said you could do that? Who the fuck you think you are?
All right.
You didn't even ask to use the shower, you rude son of a bitch.
Yep. The one thing that's always on the table, though, is towels. You can always use their towels. Fuck.
I actually have a feeling he takes baths.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gets nice and old and wrinkly.
Yeah.
Good deal.
But no, you can definitely take their pills.
yes.
I'm definitely
100%.
Save your money. Save a
Yeah,
copay.
why would I take my own pills?
Yeah, no.
If I'm your fucking guest,
Absolutely.
You chances are you're providing dinner. I don't bring my own food.
Yeah. And
Why would I bring my own pills?
if you've got Viagra in the fucking medicine cabinet, I'm going to try it. I swear to God.
You never had it before?
No. I've never had to.
We should take it together
I have
sometime.
the same talent that Jeremy's buddy has.
We
Travis.
should take it together sometime.
I'm good. No thanks, buddy. I
Okay.
appreciate it, but no. Next one comes in from Jackson Goulet. He wants to know...
Jackson
Goulet. He wants to know, how long can you sit in the passenger seat listening to shitty music before changing it?
About the same amount of time I could listen to this. Minute 30 tops.
Yeah?
Yep.
Dude, it depends on like the genre, the song, the singer. There are definitely songs where I'm just
Shitty.
like, fuck.
That's what
I'm out.
genre is. Shitty.
Yeah, I would much rather just have dead silence with no conversation than listen
I agree.
to
That's a
certain
minute and a
musicians.
half. I'm pretty minute and a half.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd get that far. I would say something at 30 seconds. How about you, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm not riding in a car with somebody who I couldn't have a prolonged conversation with.
Yeah.
I don't even care about music. I rarely even listen to music on my own in the car.
Sure. Like Michael Bolton's coming on, I'm shutting that shit off.
You shut your fucking mouth.
Just song.
You do not criticize the Bolton.
I do.
The Bolt, we call him.
The Bolt? Mm-hmm. Okay. Next
M-Bolt.
Okay. Next one comes in from Chase Golden. He wants to know, how many times does your wife have to ask you to do a chore? JP, your spouse, whatever.
I don't have one of those either.
Well, your roommates.
It's just me.
Your roommates.
All alone.
Well, this is why your car was a pigsty, because nobody told you, hey, clean that motherfucker.
No, it's because it was a piece of fucking shit and I didn't care.
Oh.
Depends on the fucking task.
I will prolong that shit.
Yeah, I'll prolong it too.
I will. I will definitely
Most generally.
try to stretch it out as much as possible, because the time that she always asks me to do something is when I'm invested into something I'm watching 90% of the time, and so I'm.
Plus, mind your own fucking business, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, I'm out.
Why don't you go do the
Fucking important
dishes?
You do it.
I'm just kidding, honey. I'll do it whenever you ask me to.
That's the new way I come into the house now. Is I say, "Do you smell that?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Exactly. Where's fucking dinner?"
Yeah, goddamn right, dude.
God damn it. Okay. Next one comes in from Reese Newland. He wants to know, how long do you let your pubes get before shaving?
They don't.
Padawan braid, dude.
Oh yeah,
Down the left leg.
very nice.
Yeah, dude. I can't cut it. It's like a rat tail when you're young.
Very
You got to
nice,
let it.
dude.
Just let it grow.
Congrats.
You strike me as a rat tail guy. You were definitely a rat tail kid.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely, I was.
Well, I've heard about your lineage and all the cross marriage and shit you got going on there. That's yeah. I don't even think it's probably you don't even have to like braid it or tie it. They just grow that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tails.
Right.
You just
It just
sprout rat tails.
Yeah,
just grows.
100%.
It just braids
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like some people have naturally curly hair. Your family has naturally rat tailed.
Okay. All right. That's me. How about you guys?
I actually just recently did it, and it had gotten away from me. Thank God for Manscaped.
Yeah.
Because there was no way I could have just done it with a razor. I'd have been there forever.
I feel like calling them back. Maybe they would pay us again. They didn't before. All right. And the last one comes in from John Whalen. He wants to know, how long is a new car to you considered new? How long do you try to keep it clean? There you go, JP.
As long as possible.
No, when do you think you're going to stop giving a fuck and start treating it like it's...
I'm not.
My Lesnar!
Fantastic. What was that?
Maya Lesnar.
Oh, okay. Maya Lesnar. Nice.
I shot put it.
Nice. Good job.
My pleasure.
I think,
You can.
Do you know that means something in
yes.
Japanese? I don't remember what it was.
I don't
But
either.
something.
They all mean something.
Yeah.
There was some...
It's called a foreign language.
There was some Japanese lady that was breaking down video games like
Yeah,
Street
dude, I
Fighter,
saw it.
and she was trying, and I forgot what she said it
Yeah,
meant.
dude. She showed like what they all really said
Yeah.
and what we thought they said.
Yeah.
You ever heard Pete Holmes talk about whoever the voiceover guy for video games
No,
was?
but I bet it's hilarious.
He was like there's some
funny.
guy in a booth just like, okay, you guys ready? Ready? Sonic boom!
Yeah. I remember that.
Hadouken!
I remember that skit. But yeah,
The comedians love it when you call their bits skits. They
what
love
bit,
that.
Whatever, my
True.
bad. But no, I say like after the first oil change you have, then it's all downhill from there. That's
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wears off. The new car smell's gone, and then all of a sudden you start smoking in it, and then you end up having 3 feet of ashes in the fucking floorboard.
know, dude.
Dildos going in the glove box.
Nope.
Just all downhill from that first oil change.
Nope.
How about you, Jeremy?
Oh, they're always new to me.
Yeah?
I have this brand new 18-year-old Volvo. Hellcat, I call it.
Yeah.
Hellcat.
Very good.
Volvo Hellcat.
Just put on a new sticker and it makes it a new car, right?
Correct.
Nice.
No, I really think I go by the old adage of a clean car is a happy car
Yeah.
and a healthy car. And the more you take care of it, the longer it'll last you. And I would like to have a newer car or even a truck. Mm-hmm. I love not having a car payment.
I get it.
Absolutely love it.
Totally get it. Let's move on to Jeremy's favorite part of every single episode, questions and preguntas. Can't really talk today.
I wish that was true.
That midlife crisis is just getting to
I
me.
wish that was true.
First one comes in
God
from
damn it.
Liz Perkins.
Not Liz.
Oh, good old Liz.
Is this the one who went to lesbian school?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summa cum laude.
Yeah. She wants to know rejected Disney characters. No idea. No clue.
Travis the frat guy.
You win.
Yep. Next.
That's the only one.
I refuse to answer because I don't like lesbians.
Oh, that's so mean.
Especially this month.
Right.
Right.
You feel like they're honing in on your territory?
Yeah, dude, and I don't appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? It's just another color of the rainbow, buddy.
Red.
Red. Period blood red.
Just
Period blood red, dude.
Disgusting.
They're the red.
Okay.
For sure.
What are the gays? Purple?
The purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, is there pink?
I don't think so. I think you guys are yellow.
We're not.
I think you guys are yellow.
We're not.
Yeast.
No.
Yeah, famunda. Cheese.
Ugh.
That's what I think it is.
That's not really yellow. That's more of a greenish tan.
Okay. Well, maybe does the rainbow have brown in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's your guys' color is
Okay.
brown. Shit, brown. Anyways, next one comes in from Matt Newman. He wants to know rejected guests for Sesame Street. Travis the frat guy. They're all the same answer.
That might be the funniest shit I've ever heard you say.
Yeah.
That was topical. It was very, very well crafted. And it was absolutely like on point.
But it's right.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And it's right. Yeah.
I could see him with the puppet. Just, yip, 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 right shoulder. He just fucking do that.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
I think he would.
Poor Cookie Monster. He's tossing the cookie over Cookie's head. Just
Oh yeah, he'd toss it over his shoulder. Cookie Monster would catch it in his mouth.
Dude. Yeah.
fantastic.
Him and Snuffleupagus out there comparing trunks.
Yeah. Do you have anything else, Jeremy?
I have all kinds of things.
Okay,
man.
go for it.
Oh, for this? No.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. We did. There's
I
no
thought you just
better
meant
answer.
I
Stop.
win. All right, fine. Next one comes in from Mason Cole again. He wants to know, what's a vehicle where you can assign a stereotype to the driver based on their car?
Come on.
Dare I say
Subaru Outback.
Oh, yeah, Subaru Outback.
Always a list.
It's either a Les or a Beta Male. Beta Male with like a
IT guy.
oh god,
Yeah.
yes, 100%. And then my favorite is the Prius.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, the
who's
Prius.
driving
There
a
is a
Prius.
stereotype of a Prius driver. But the one that always rings true is going to be an old lifted like truck on big mud tires.
Some short.
He is
Basically, you.
Dude, no.
Basically
I would
you.
never do that.
If you put yourself in a pair of cowboy boots and a big truck, I mean,
A trucker hat?
yeah, I think I could see you being that guy.
I would never do that.
But I could see you being that guy.
Only stock. I don't fucking do that stupid shit. But you're right. There is a stereotype that always
Also,
fits with
stereotype
that.
for Corvettes.
Old guy. Yeah,
Old guy,
old white
Yeah,
guy.
they're the ones who can afford it.
unmarried, old guy that's not married, fucking
Well, divorced.
yeah, or divorced. Yeah,
Usually divorced.
my
Trolling
dad-
for young puss.
My dad has a
Or
a
Dick.
newer Corvette. He's been divorced twice, but he's still married.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Good
I mean,
for him.
stereotype kind of fits.
Sure.
Any other ones? El
I don't
Camino?
know if it's a stereotype or not, but I have never seen that bronze color of Honda CRV not being driven by a middle-aged Asian woman.
Pretty well Honda CRVs in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but especially the upper echelon of Asian, either Chinese, Japanese, or Korean, are definitely going to be driving that bronze, that metallic bronze colored one. A Ford Fiesta will never be driven by a woman under 400 pounds. Yeah, the El Camino,
With bags.
it's just waiting for a mural of the Virgin Mary on the hood.
Or the back window.
Or sometimes, okay, you get souped up trucks with that mural painted on there,
Oh, yeah.
being driven by old white men. And that is when Grandpa co-signed a loan for their grandson, and their
defaulted,
grandson
yeah.
stopped making the payments, and he didn't want his credit to go to shit.
That's
so he just took
solid.
the truck.
That is solid.
So yeah, that's
Yep. And then the last one was going to be a Zamboni. Always middle-aged white guy or a younger white guy. Every time. Go Canada. Next one comes
do
in.
they drive those on the right side of the road
No,
down there? They
down the middle,
on the right
Straight
side
down
of the
middle.
ice. On the right side of the ice, just in a big circle.
Okay.
Nathan Watson or Walston wants to know, if your funeral had to be sponsored by a fast food chain, which one are you going with and what's the theme? Jeremy is going with McDonald's, and it's going to be the McRib.
I am not.
Everywhere.
I am not.
Okay, what do you got?
Jack in the Box, and it will be Jack in the Box themed. I'm going to pop up out of the casket at some point.
That is fantastic. How about you, JP? What are you going to be?
I'm going with Chick-fil-A.
I am shocked. I am so shocked.
Yeah, I'm going with Chick-fil-A, and it's just going to be a giant fuck faggot rally.
Oh, nice.
And that's,
And they're going to have all the Chick-fil-A that you can possibly eat.
possibly.
Fantastic.
When the pallbearers sit you down, they have to say, "My pleasure."
Yes.
I'm going to go dog and shake.
Okay, that's a local.
That was what I was figuring for
I
you.
like that.
That's local, but
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody gets a hot dog and I get the shakes.
All the fucking throngs of fans in Australia aren't going to get that.
No.
Oh, you
They
gotta know.
serve actual dog.
Yep.
It's
But
an
they
Asian
shake
place.
them first.
Bark,
Yes.
bark.
They bring it to the table and they shake it.
Shake the shit out of it.
Polaroid picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next one comes in from Lane Bays. He wants to know, what will JP's new obsession be now that he has money?
Good for you for assuming I have money. I don't make that much money.
I was going to say, because his new obsession is going to be improving his credit score.
Yeah, no shit.
That is his new obsession.
That's my new obsession.
His new obsession is improving his credit score.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think there, Jeremy?
I think, well, he's got this new SUV. I think he's going to put some 44s on it.
Yeah.
100%.
Big fucking tires.
Oh, yeah.
Same size rims, big fucking tires.
Yep, just giant
Just
tires.
so they bounce around everywhere
Yeah.
so they can get 7 miles a gallon.
Yep.
Yep.
2 tins in the back.
You're going to put glass packs on the exhaust.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Make it cackle.
Absolutely. All right, and last one comes in from Andy Baldone. He wants to know rejected names for shitting your pants. Getting out of work. All right, fine. I'll take it. What about you guys?
Pulling a JP.
Pulling a JP.
Can I just say something about this line of questions? Because this is about, this might be the 100,000th rejected name for whatever question's been written in.
Yeah.
Are you folks under this impression that there's a committee somewhere spitballing and workshopping ideas? Shitting your pants, I think, was probably the first choice and pretty spot on. And I don't think anybody was like, I don't like that. It doesn't give the feel that we want. It doesn't really put out the image. It's not the soiled pants image that we want. I don't think that there were rejected names for shitting your pants. It was just always shitting your pants. I think the first person to shit their pants ever gets to name it. And they weren't terribly creative, but that's what we have to go with.
Fine. Sounds good.
It's like dickheads who want to call comic books graphic novels. Yes, graphic novels sounds good. Unfortunately, you didn't get there first.
Fair enough.
Whoever made them first called them comic books, so that's what they're fucking called.
I agree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is questions and preguntas. But before we get on to the draft, ladies and gentlemen, bad advice with Mr. Jeremy Joseph. There was one I found from a listener we've had for a very long time, and he has a good one that is in relation to Mr. Jeremy Joseph, so I kind of liked it. I picked it. This comes in from Jesse Peddle. He wants to know, Dear Jeremy, I've been a carpenter for 8 years now and have recently been promoted to foreman for my company. The promotion is great, but now the other guys don't talk to me like they used to because I'm their boss now. How can I get the guys to talk and joke around with me like they used to, also while respecting me as their boss?
I actually went through this myself when I was promoted to lead at work. And it turns out there's really only one way to do this, which is to make them not like you in the first fucking place, which is what I kind of did. Other than that, what you really need to do is just kind of passive aggressively pass the buck. You got to be, look, I'm not giving the orders here. I'm just passing them along. And that is when you incorporate the wonderful art of sock puppetry. You're not the foreman. Mr. Sacco is. You give him a fucking name and a toy hard hat, and he's really the one in charge. You're just like everybody else as far as they know. But your sock puppet, he's a fucking hard ass. He's in charge. You got no control over it if you're that good of a puppeteer. If you're not, when you get there in the morning, just suck everybody's dick. and they'll be happy you did, and they'll be very pleased with you, and I think probably respect you, or they won't. Other than that, that's my advice.
Very well done. Very well done. JP also agrees with you on that sucking dick part, right?
That's how you got your manager's position, right?
No.
Or, okay, no, that's how you
Because I'm keeping my position, maybe.
Got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Bad Advice with Jeremy Joseph. Now we get to move on to a very popular part of every single episode. This is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. Who won last week?
I'm sure it was not me.
Not me or you. I'm pretty sure it was Mike.
Yeah.
So, or no, Derek. I'm sorry, not you, not Mike. Derek won. Yeah.
I like to think Mike still won.
You know
Probably.
what? At
His
life,
picks were just that good.
I think Mike just wins at life.
He does.
He has one responsibility, and that is his grandmother.
Right.
So, yes, he wins every single
I
time.
mean, he's beating me. I don't even have a grandma left.
Yeah, I know.
So, fucking Mike wins.
yeah,
And
I
he gets
guess
all
so.
the good stuff, man.
But yes, Derek won last week and is not here. JP got second, so he gets the championship picks for this week. I took dead last as usual, per usual. So that means I get the Eiffel Tower picks, and that means that Jeremy gets the overall first pick of this week's draft. And this week's draft is going to be...
Don't tell him what it is.
Okay.
Let's just draft it.
Oh, yeah?
Not really.
No, Scotty. No. That would be a horrible idea.
He was in.
I don't know. I kind of was in. I was kind of like, okay, you guess. You guess what the draft is.
Next
time.
Okay, fine. Now, this week's draft is going to be things that we would take into our fallout shelter. How long are we staying in this particular fallout shelter?
There's no disclosed amount of time.
Okay.
It's
a
just-
mystery.
But it is because nuclear war has fallen. For whatever reason, people reverted back to the 40s and used all fission bombs. So there is fallout, so you can't leave.
So could this be like a blast from the past situation with Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone?
Could be.
No, it can't.
I kind of want it to.
It can.
Can?
He can't make all the fucking rules.
I know, right?
The fuck do you
Christopher
think he
Walken is not going to be there, guys.
I want Christopher Walken.
That was my first pick.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Well,
Right.
yeah, you can bring him, but he's not just going to be there, guys.
okay.
He's not the one who built this. It's not like an underground version of your home. That line, by the way, has maybe a line that made me belly laugh so fucking hard. When he came out and saw the woman carrying the mail, the black woman,
Oh, my lucky stars.
a Negro. And we can say that because I believe today is Kansas City Royals salute to the Negro League.
Awesome.
And that's in memory of that.
There you go.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Except for that community.
My God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
I don't know why you're demonetized.
I don't either.
I don't give a fuck if you are or not. I'm
know.
not on the show anymore. I left, remember? Why am I fucking here?
I don't know. But Jeremy Joseph, what is your very first pick of something that you would bring into a fallout shelter?
Well, I think it's pretty fucking obvious. Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Big mouth Billy Bass. dude.
Can't live without it, man. That thing makes me smile 24 times a day.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, be happy.
I think I'm going to bring in, let's see. I've got to bring in I've got to have like a TV.
Okay.
I've got to have a TV.
Everybody who's broadcasting has been blown to smithereens.
Bring
by
a TV.
I've
Bring a
got-
TV. Look at static.
No, but I've
Smart.
got to
Just
have
smart.
like something to watch. I'm not saying
If I were you, I'd bring. I hope the next item that you're going to bring helps.
It's the remote control.
I mean,
Okay.
like a DVD player or
Well,
something, because
I
there's
want-
nobody broadcasting anything to your TV.
I know, but I still have like DVDs that I need a TV to play on.
But you can't. This is the 5 things you would bring. So you're gonna 2 of them. One of them's a TV. The next one's gonna have to be a DVD player.
Right.
And then you got to bring DVDs. You're gonna run out of. You're just gonna be sitting there with no food, no water, no nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. TV.
Yep. How about you, JP?
A dog.
Okay, that's good. That is
Gotta have something to eat.
right. And you get 2 in a row. So what's your next one?
A dude.
Damn. I'd want a friend.
Just any old dude, huh?
A dog. A dude. I've got a theme.
Well,
Don't
the
worry.
dog is the friend, I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Yes.
And dinner.
that's true.
Dinner.
I mean, just for like entertainment purposes, I'm going to put Jeremy Joseph.
Fuck.
That's
Why would
fucking
you
rude.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to be there.
But
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
100% he doesn't want to be there.
I want to be in the party
You're
shelter.
going to be at Scotty's shelter looking at a fucking fuzzy TV.
Fuzzy TV.
Yeah.
Great.
But we're going to be able to count the granules of the
I mean, you got nothing but time.
Right. Jeremy, you get 2 in a row.
A paperback copy of What to Expect When You're Expecting.
Hey.
And I'm going to say an autographed picture of Tom Selleck.
Oh, damn.
There goes my number 3 pick.
Got to look at that mustache.
Tom Selleck, no Benny Agbayani?
Fuck him. I don't want to be angry. The world has ended, which is, I mean, there's no real people outside, so I've gotten part of my wish.
Gotcha.
I would like it to not kill me when I walk outside. Right. I would like to be able to go out there with no people and enjoy it, but at least most of them are gone.
Gotcha. I'm going to go with a nice Jewish boy calendar.
Okay. Does it matter what year? Because some years are better than others.
20. When did we start the show? 2019.
2019?
Yeah.
Was that the year?
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was the next. Oh, okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Because that makes me laugh all the time. JP, you get 2 in a row.
Pot
Okay.
and Dr. Pepper.
Fair enough. All right. Like a lifetime supply of Dr. Pepper.
Duh. And pot.
Of course. Dude, I don't want to take bourbon in there. I think that would be an awful idea.
Well, right now you have a fuzzy TV, Jeremy Joseph, and a Jewish boys calendar. So.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the Holy Bible.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to read that.
Okay.
I'm going to read that to the Jewish boy calendar.
Just the first half.
Just the first part. All right, Jeremy, how about you? You get last 2.
Boy. Mittens.
Okay.
In case my hands get cold.
Right, absolutely.
There will be no sun. It'll be blotted out, so it will get cold. So I better have mittens. And set it and forget it oven.
The Showtime grill, dude, or whatever, yeah.
That's good shit. Oh, man.
Set it and forget it.
Right. Because
I assume this is already outfitted with a nice supply of meats.
Oh yeah, I think food is a given,
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick it.
and DVDs are also a given.
No,
yeah, they're already down
never.
there. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Well, and I need meat because, I don't eat carbs.
gotcha.
Right.
That is going to be my last pick. I've got to take
Carbs?
it. No,
Oh.
no. I was going to pick a pogo stick because I wanted to be the best pogo sticker ever. But
Survivor of the nuclear holocaust, sure.
exactly. I mean, imagine if I could pogo stick from lava rock to lava
Right,
rock, you know? But I would much rather just die watching DVDs. So I'm going to go with a lifetime collection of DVDs so I could watch
You
it.
don't even have a DVD player.
It's in the TV.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Mine
That's
is.
not what you said.
Bullshit.
That you said
Mine
Really
is.
didn't,
TV.
Scotty.
Mine is.
Sorry, bro. Not
Mine
this
is.
time.
You know what? You can put DVDs in Jeremy and he'll play them back for you word for word and he'll tell you what's going on.
I do have most movies memorized.
See? Told you.
See? Then that's fine, I guess.
Yep. JP, your last pick. Say it. It's cool.
A barrel of lube.
Barrel, 50-gallon drum.
You 50-gallon drum.
50-gallon drum.
Yeah.
You're going to run out of that in a fucking week.
Maybe.
Yeah, but what a week.
Yeah, right. Between the dude, the dog, the pot, and the Dr. Pepper, and the barrel of lube, I think I'm good.
Good grief. Well, ladies and
You could
gentlemen.
actually slather yourself in lube, and I think that would protect you against fallout.
100%.
Actually, might.
And then I could
Or
get
it'll just make it stick to you real
yeah,
bad. I don't
either
know.
way.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I just don't. But ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. You can go and vote at facebook.com/laughing on the sidelines or go to X at LOT sidelines and vote. If you're not already following us on X, I would very soon because stuff's going to probably be moving that direction away from Facebook more to Instagram Reels and to Twitter. So you might look into that. Now I get to move on to my favorite part of every single episode. This is the Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sideline Shitty Situation, brought to you by Finger Bang Beer and Legos.
So in the early 1920s, Andrew Kehoe was a small-time farmer who also served as the school board treasurer in the rural township of Bath, Michigan. That's a little town just like 10 miles outside of Lansing. In 1926, he ran for election for the position of township clerk. However, he did not win. And this was a big disappointment to him because in the recent years, his farm had been failing. So a couple of things here. One of the main reasons it was failing is because they had just passed a big tax bill to increase their taxes to pay for a new school in the township. Also, he, just didn't work very hard on his fucking farm, and he was a shitty farmer. So he was really hoping that the extra income would help him make ends meet. He was also hoping that his influence with the city council would help him. Did I say the part about how he ran for election of city clerk? Okay. Yeah, he did that. He was hoping that he could reduce taxes with his position here. I'm reading this for the first time.
This is going great.
This is going really good, guys. I'm rusty, okay? Yeah. I don't do the show all the time, right? And that's on me, and I take full credit. Anyways, he was hoping that he could reduce taxes given his position on the city council. When he lost the election, no. And so he did what I think most everybody would do, which is he got a second job as a short order cook to make extra money to help support himself. No, he didn't. He went home and he made bombs. That's what he did. Bombs with timers on them. He had a background actually in electrical engineering, so he was pretty good at doing shit like that. On the morning of May 18th, 1927, Andrew Kehoe got up extra early and went to the school where he served as their treasurer. So he had keys. He snuck into the building and started planting these explosives all over the school with timers on them. After he got done doing that, he got back in his truck and drove home. School started at 8 o'clock that morning, but the bombs were set for 8:45. At 8:40, he got into his truck again and started driving toward the school. At 8:45, explosions ripped through the north wing of the school, along with his farmhouse. He blew that up because I guess fuck that place, right? He left when he did, though, to time it perfectly so that when rescue workers and firemen and stuff were bringing survivors out, what he had done is fill his truck with more explosives and bags full of nails to use as shrapnel so that he could blow that fucking thing up as the kids and the first responders were all running out, which is exactly what happened. He killed himself. He got 4 other bystanders. This guy was a jerk. He was a real fucking jerk. In total, he killed 44 people, 6 adults and 38 children, as well as severely injuring 58 more. Later on, rescue workers did find 500 pounds of undetonated explosives under the south wing of this. It just didn't go off because it had a really shitty timer on it. So he wasn't that good at electrical engineering. So, scoreboard, right, guys? But anyways, now your child can recreate the magic of this moment using nothing more than a little imagination and Legos. Legos, vote for me or I'll kill your fucking kids.
Oh, fucking shit.
Right. That was his campaign slogan. I know why he didn't win.
Yeah. Why?
It seems like people should have really voted for him.
Yeah.
Really, I would have.
But ladies and gentlemen, this week's Laughing on the Sideline Shitty Situation is, would you rather receive a bunch of hand jobs from Maya Lesnar or only have your food flung at you by Travis's dick? It's like catching shrimp at the fucking...
I'll just go first because this is obvious.
Yeah, Myra's hand job, I know.
Myra's hand job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody could tug on that motherfucker, that fucking,
oh my God.
Absolutely.
She squeezed the head off.
Oh, I hope.
Oh my God.
Just fucking beat it like the fucking...
I think this Travis kid could be like a sideshow that would make some money. You know what I'm saying? You know how like you go to the you know, the Japanese, what do you call those? Hibachi grills and stuff. And they just, they just fling shrimp in your face. Everybody has a great time.
You know, if they'd stop that, maybe they wouldn't have fucking accident.
Good callback.
Focus on cooking the goddamn food, would you?
Fuck. But yeah, I think, you know what? Travis should just be an employee of those said hibachi grills, and he can just flick shrimp with his dick, and that'd be a good time, you know?
So you're going with that?
No, I'm going with a hand job from Myra. Fuck off.
Good.
Oh my God. God, that's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. How about you, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm going with Travis for sure. There is, I mean, Maya Lesnar's hands have to be calloused like an old fucking log. I mean, it's just going to be rough as shit. She's going to take skin off. She's probably going to use talcum powder on her fucking hands. So, you know, that is cancer causing, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Whereas with Travis, I've seen it done. It is so majestic that you will forget that food has touched dick. You overlook that.
Oh.
And it is so amazing to see. And to be able to watch that all the time, as opposed to having a raw, bloody dick. Yeah, I'm going with Travis. I'm going to Travis.
Oh, shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. I want to give a special thank you to Mr. Jeremy Joseph and JP, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much, both of you. You guys are excellent gentlemen and excellent scholars and all that shit. And we love you. But guys, thank you guys so much. I know we have a lot of new listeners coming in from Instagram, TikTok, all of the above. Do us a favor, as we always like to say, guys, if you like us, do us a favor and tell your friends. But if you don't like us,
avoid the Noid.
If you don't,
I fucked that up entirely.
Okay.
I didn't come up with a fucked up thing.
Oh.
At all.
Okay, fine.
I hope you have to sit on the council that renamed shit in your pants.
If you don't like us, tell your enemies. And until next time, guys.
Avoid the Noid.
Until next time, keep laughing, assholes. We will see you guys later. Take care.